Yes, please. Kids, this is another fresh day for your map work. And this time we are going to focus on to the Mediterranean Sea, the sea that is in between the lands, in between Europe, Africa, and Asia Minor, that is called Turkey. Now, let's start with a question. We are having Gibraltar Strait, and which one of the countries does not escort Gibraltar Strait? Let's see the map here. And let's see the diagram also, how it works, this map, how it works. This is the Gibraltar Strait. This Gibraltar Strait connects Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. This is the part we are talking about. This is having Spain, okay, and a small part of it is of Great Britain, and a small part on this side is of Spain. This is Morocco. Then how many countries which are escorting it? It's Spain, it's UK, it's Morocco. Just mind it, Portugal is very far away, France is very far away, Algeria is very far away. Now let's see the question then. What was the question there? Which one of the following countries does not escort the Strait of Gibraltar? Spain, yes, it does. United Kingdom, Morocco, yes. Portugal is a bit far away. If we have to select an option, then the Portugal being the farthest one is the right option there. It does not. Rest all. Now here, which one of the following countries has the coastline with Mediterranean Sea? San Marino, Vatican, Monaco, Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a landlocked country. San Marino within Italy is a landlocked. Vatican within the country, within the Rome, it's landlocked. Monaco, it's within France, but it's having coastline with Mediterranean Sea. So San Marino and Vatican and Liechtenstein are the landlocked. Monaco is the right option, that is having the coastline with Mediterranean Sea. You can see here, this is Monaco. That's there, Monaco. And San Marino, Vatican, Liechtenstein, all are there within the country there, within the continent of Europe there and the countries there. You can see it again. This is Liechtenstein, this is Monaco, San Marino, Vatican. San Marino, Vatican and Liechtenstein are within the countries, between the countries, landlocked, no coastline, and Monaco is having the coastline. We have fixed up a map also there. Right? Now let's see another question there. Which one of the following navigable canals connects Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea? This is a simple one, had already been asked there into the previous exams. And the navigable canal of Suez is the right option there. Since Kiel Canal connects North Sea and Baltic Sea, Marin's Canal connects Baltic Sea and Arctic Ocean, or the White Sea on that side. Marin's Canal. Panama Canal is Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, or you can say Gulf of Darien of Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Panama of Pacific Ocean. So answer is there, the Suez Canal. Now this is the map of the Mediterranean Sea. There are so many of the islands which we have clearly marked into the next PPTs. But we must have an idea that how this thing works. कैसे काम करती है ये? देखें जरा. Right? You see the countries onto the African side. 5 broad, big countries are there. Algeria is the largest country of Africa onto the Mediterranean seaboard. Libya, Tunisia, Egypt. Egypt is having the coastline with Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea both. Israel is also having the same. Israel is having the coastline with Mediterranean Sea as well as with the Gulf of Aqaba. It means the Red Sea there. Right? Now let's see the another question. Which one of the following wind systems does not belong to Mediterranean? Ponente, yes. Grigale, yes. Sirocco, yes. Khamsin and Shamal, they do not go over to Mediterranean. Khamsin is of Egypt, right? It's not the Mediterranean region, it's the Mediterranean Sea. Khamsin that runs for 50 days, it is there in Egypt, and Shamal is of Saudi Arabia. We are having a host of local winds into Africa and into the Europe, which rush towards Mediterranean Sea. Sirocco runs over Mediterranean Sea, carries moisture, causes blood rains across the entire Mediterranean region and the rest of the Europe. A bit difficult. You can see the directions and the local winds of that particular area. Difficult one. Which one of the following statements is not relevant for the Mediterranean region? The first one, it observes rainfall in winters. This is perfectly fine. Second one, winter westerlies from land to sea bring maximum rainfall. This is wrong. How can a wind system from land to sea can bring rainfall? Moreover, during the winters, the westerlies are there from sea to land, not from land to sea. The moisture-laden winds which move from sea to land can bring rainfall. Second option is not correct. Third is correct. Fourth is correct. The region has developed citrus fruits farming and the brewery industry. Sirocco runs over the Mediterranean region, carry moisture and cause blood rains over the region. Rest all are perfect. The second one is not perfect. Second one, yes, westerlies bring rainfall, but they move from sea to land during winters. During summers, these are the trade winds which are there from land to sea. And these winds and the air pressure belts change their coordinates, their latitudes with the apparent movement of the sun. So second part is not okay, this is wrong. Now this is the mountainous system. See here, the Mediterranean Sea is on the fifth stage of Wilson cycle. The first stage is a Rift Valley stage, second Red Sea stage, third Atlantic Ocean, sea floor spreading. Fourth one is the Pacific Ocean stage, sea floor crunching. Fifth one is the Mediterranean stage. Sixth is Tethys Sea or the suturing of the plates. So Mediterranean Sea is continuously reducing in size. And all the benthic surface is coming upward in the form of island groups, mountain ranges. You can see here the mountain ranges. This is Pyrenees. This one is Pyrenees. That's a Pyrenees mountain range. Apennine, Pindus, Dinaric Alps, and this is the Atlas mountain down. All these are alpine mountainous systems. Their birth is associated with the birth of the Himalayas and the Trans-Himalayan ranges of Karakoram, Ladakh and Jaskar. Now let's see the question here. Which one of the following is not a mountain range of northern flank of Mediterranean region? Apennine of Italy, yes. Dinaric Alps of Balkan nations, yes. Pindus of Greece, yes. Atlas Mountains, these are there in the south, not in the north of Morocco. So this is the answer. This is the wrong option. It belongs to the southern flank, not to the northern flank. Which one of the following states joins Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean? Which one of the following straits joins Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean? Okay, here we are not having the right option. Hey, this is there. Strait of Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar. We know Bonifacio is between Corsica and Sardinia. Dardanelles is connecting Marmara Sea and the Thracian Sea or Aegean Sea. Strait of Bosporus connects Marmara Sea and the Black Sea. So what is the answer over there? This is the Strait of Gibraltar. This question is repeated now. Mediterranean and the Atlantic Ocean. Now this is the beautiful map. You can see Black Sea here. This is Turkey part on both sides. Thracian part, East Thracia, West Thracia. This is the Bosporus Strait, Marmara Sea, Marmara Islands, Dardanelles Strait, Dardanelles. And on the other side of Dardanelles, we have the Gallipoli Peninsula, that is also the part of Turkey. Now, this is an important one. It can be asked there into the exams. All right, let's move ahead. Which one of the following straits separates Gallipoli Peninsula and mainland of Turkey? This is mainland of Turkey. This is Gallipoli Peninsula. Which strait separates? It's the Strait of Dardanelles. Important one. Second is the answer there. Now let's see the straits and the water bodies. How many of you know? Let's have a guess. How many are these? These are one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's see how many of these you know. Strait of Gibraltar, you know that this is between Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea. Strait of Bonifacio, this is Corsica Island of France and Sardinia Island of Italy. Strait of Otranto, Adriatic Sea on the north side and Ionian Sea on the south side. Ionian, I-O-N-I-A-N. Strait of Messina, this is island of Sicily and mainland of Italy. Sicily Channel, this is between Tunisia and Sicily, and the Malta Channel, that is between the Sicily and the Malta. It's an extension. You move eastward, the same passage will be called Malta Channel. Dardanelles that you have done just right now, Marmara Sea and Thracian Sea. Thracian Sea is the part of Aegean Sea. We'll do all the water bodies once again. Bosporus, this is Black Sea and the Marmara Sea within Turkey. And the Suez Canal, you know, this is Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. All right. Now, we will mark all these one by one. Let's move ahead. If we see the development of plates, we have the Anatolian plate on Turkey, Eurasian plate, African plate. Sometimes we call this Anatolian plate as Aegean Anatolian plate. You can see here 3 trenches: Hellenic Trench, Pliny Trench, Strabo Trench, Cyprus Trench. Trenches are the deepest parts of the oceans where plates converge, subduction zones are developed, and the submarine trenches are formed over there. Total we are having 58 trenches, and Atlantic Ocean has 19. These 4 trenches which are visible, Mediterranean Sea is the part of Atlantic Ocean, and 19 trenches are counted along with these four: Hellenic, Pliny, Strabo, Cyprus. Now let's see the question there. Where among the following water bodies one can find submarine trenches of Hellenic, Pliny, and Strabo? The Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea is a part of Atlantic Ocean. Since we have a smaller part, this is more appropriate one. Let's move ahead. This is the map of the water bodies. Let's understand it. This is Alboran Sea, Balearic Sea, Balearic. We written all the things over there. See, Alboran Sea, Balearic Sea, Gulf of Lyons, Ligurian Sea, Tyrrhenian Sea. It's written there in the same order. Sea of Sicily. You can say Sicily Channel there, and the Malta Channel. This is Gulf of Taranto, Ionian Sea, Adriatic Sea, Strait of Otranto. This is Sea of Crete, Aegean Sea, Thracian Sea, Black Sea, Gulf of Anadyr, Levantine Sea, Libyan Sea, Gulf of Sirte, Sirte, या Sidra, Gulf of Gabes. There are plenty of water bodies. Its list is over there. You will be having this PPT along with you, and you can fix it up. So many of the water bodies are there. Right, Vashi? Let's move ahead. Now, this is the exclusive economic zones of the countries. Just see here, this is Greek's water, and that's Turkey. And the Greek's waters are extended so near to Turkey. And sometimes we call this Aegean Sea as Greek lake. You just look at the frustration of Turkey. This is just equivalent to the size of a river, size of Pakistan, nearly 6.52 lakh square kilometers. Pakistan is 7.5, right? But look at the stretch of the water, it's not having. We can see the frustration of the great Ottoman Empire that was having once a while 52 lakh square kilometer of the area, 1.5 times what the country India is having right now, 32.87 lakh square kilometer. Now, keeping this thing in mind, see here the Libyan waters, Egyptian waters, the waters of Israel, Lebanon, Syria, and Cyprus. Now, if suppose we are having this Gaza Strip and the West Bank turning out to be from the observer state to a country, they will start exercising their share into the waters of Israel right now. Here you can see the Bulgarian waters, Turkey waters, Russian waters, Georgian waters. And that way we can work out the exclusive economic zones, the Mediterranean Sea here, right? This is Montenegro's waters. These are the Albanian's waters, Italian waters, Malta's waters. That's very revealing map, very revealing map. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is having very small, geographically disadvantageous coastline. And maximum the coastline is there with the Croatia, and the parts are there with Slovenia. Now let's understand a little bit more. We move ahead. Now here you can see we are having Mediterranean Sea, so many of the countries which are nearby. This is Spain, Andorra is the landlocked, France is there, Monaco is there, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina, small part of it, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, Syria, Lebanon, and you have Israel and the Gaza Strip, though it's an observer state, Egypt and Libya and Tunisia, Algeria and Monaco. Plenty of questions can be asked. Let's move ahead. Here is a question. State of Sicily separates which one of the pair of the land masses? This is Tunisia of Africa, African mainland, and Sicily of Italy. Sicily of Italy and Malta, Corsica of France and Sardinia, Sardinia of Italy and Sicily of Italy. So we have the first option is the right option there. You want to see here? This is the part. This is the part. This is the part we are talking about. This is Tunisia. This is Sicily. You say this is Sicily Sea, Sicily Channel, right? That's Corsica, that is Sardinia, Balearic Islands, Crete Island, Rhode Island, Cyprus, that's 4 parts. We have brought the maps also there. Let's see the countries owning the following island groups. Balearic, Spain. Corsica, France. Sardinia, Italy. Sicily, Italy. Crete, Greece. Island of Marmara, Turkey. Rhodes, Greece. Samos, Greece. Greece is having thousands of islands in Aegean Sea, and Aegean Sea is called a Greek lake. Which one of the following seas is called the Greek lake? Aegean Sea. That's the right answer. Now 2 questions. First try. Crete and Rhodes Island belong to which one of the following countries? Greece. Balearic Islands belong to whom? Spain. Now that is Monaco. See there, Monaco. The very first or the second question that had been asked over there. It's in the coastline. And it's an independent country. You can see here the Monaco. On this side, that's your map of France. Alps Mountains, Jura Mountains, Vosges Mountains. Which one of the following mountainous system makes boundary between Switzerland and France? Switzerland and France, Jura. Italy and France, Alps. Vosges make boundary between Germany and France. Though we are having a river Rhine, that is a Rift Valley, and these are the block mountains, Vosges. Let's see more what we are having. This is Cyprus. You can see a line here that is being controlled by United Nations. Peacekeeping forces are there. The upper part is Turkish Cypriot area. The lower part is Greek Cypriot area. You can see UK is sitting here, UK is sitting here. 99% of the problems of the world are created by UK. That's Cyprus in the Mediterranean Sea. Once again, you see here, that is the Turkish Cypriot area. This is the Greek Cypriot area. And at two places you can find, along with this blue color line, where we can find United Nations peacekeeping forces. A wall is also there along with this. This is the only country that is having its map onto the flag. That's Cyprus, an island nation of Mediterranean, counted as a country of Asia. Now, this is what we were having about today's class on map work. We have done Mediterranean Sea, Mediterranean region, the countries surrounding the Mediterranean region and all its aspects. Hope so one or the two questions we will come across there into the exams. Thank you.